Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Good morning. How are you? I love driving Fluffy, you guys. She drives so nice when she wants to. Victoria wanted to take her to school today. There's no reason other than that to drive her because, as you can see back there, it's a hot mess. The mechanics wanted to know who was living in it. I am. This is all my stuff, man. This is my store. So I'm taking her home. I'm going to get shade, and then we're going to head to Pickett because I want to get in a good grasp on what I need to do. I mean, I didn't sell a ton of furniture. I sold a few pieces, so I don't think I have to bring much. I want to do some rearranging today and then go from there and know what I need to bring. Because I did not really look around when I picked up my check, which is stupid. I should have. But I didn't. So I'm going today and I'm going to do just zhuzh some things up, rearrange a few things, and then I'll know what I need to bring. And I also want to this week bring stuff to Vintage Junkie. Oh, I have a doctor's appointment with the kid. The kid and I have a doctor's appointment. Her back's been hurting even though nobody can find anything wrong with her back. So I'm taking her to the chiropractor just to kind of maybe just adjust her. I don't know. She's gone skiing and fallen a few times and she just keeps complaining about a back problem which nobody can see anything from. So, gotta go to the chiropractor. Anyway. Anywho, I was playing around with some tight chair yesterday and it dropped on my pant leg, and I'll tell you, that stuff will burn you. So my thigh has a little burn on it from the tight chair. It didn't stick my clothing to me. It doesn't stick clothing to you. That's good news. But it did burn. So use caution when using tight chair. And I tightened up that chair that I picked up at the thrift store, the little hoop back white crackle finish one. I fixed the spindle that was broken on it and just tightened up all the rest of the joints, and that's going to go into Vintage Junkie. As I said in yesterday's video, because I have 3 booths at Pickett, I cannot take stuff out of there that I absolutely have to have. I'm just hurting myself. So I know there's this, bring the buffet to Vintage Junkie. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to put firm on it. The price that I have on it is what I'd have on it at Vintage Junkie. And I'm going to say firm so that they don't get a 10% discount on Sunday. And I think that's fair because that thing is totally worth that and more. So if it doesn't sell, it will go to Vintage Junkie. See, she's not stalling, you guys. We're at a slow crawl here and she's not stalling. She's just being sassy. We couldn't get her to stall at all. Oh well. She wants to run now. Maybe she just wants to run. So for those of you who are new, because I've had a few new subscribers lately, hello, this is Fluffy the Wonder Man. She was a gift from my husband for my anniversary about 5 years ago because I have a RAV4 that I was transporting furniture in, and I was talking about doing shows and how I was going to have to rent a van and all this stuff, and I was going back and forth on renting a van or a trailer or, you know, he came home with this one day and it was the nicest gift I think my husband's ever given me. I cried. I cried. And she was old then. She's even older now. But she's a lady. And she still runs, you know. And I love her. I've loved her since the day he bought her for me. So eventually she will stop running. There will be repairs that cannot be made. But until then, Fluffy the Wonder Man rides again. And ignore the fact that my dad duct taped the window up. My husband says he just has to get it stuck back in there. But course, he has that tattoo now. So, we deal with the duct tape and the flappy flap. I gotta cut that off. That's annoying. So this is everything back here that was left over from Junk Bonanza. I've scavenged it a few times, so that's why it looks like crap back there. Because I've gone in and scavenged a few pieces here and there. There's a couple actually empty bins that I gotta get out of there. And I got 2 military square storage bins that I'm gonna make into coffee tables with some hairpin legs that I gotta get out of there. So there's a lot in Fluffy that I need to do, and it's just a lot. She overwhelms me because in March I have to take her to the show in St. Cloud. Like, I got to get her loaded for that show. And it's a hot mess. And then I will be taking her in April to Junk Bonanza. I don't know what I was thinking, booking that March show. What was I thinking, booking a March show? I was high on Junk Bonanza's fall show. I am so kicking myself for going to St. Cloud. It better be good. It better be a good show, because I have $400 into a hotel room. And the $250 for the booth space, which wasn't much. I mean, that's not a lot. That's half of what Junk Bonanza is. And it's going to be in the home show. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good one for me. I'm really stressed out about the fact that I booked it at all. We're on the road again. In Shade. Shade doesn't have any gas, so we got to go do this quick. Get to the gas station.
Well, I'm glad I came and checked, because what they left me was a huge mess. This is not my bowl. I have to get that out of here. I think I'm going to take that to Vintage Junkie. So I think I'm going to take it out today. And yeah, the little child's rocking chair sold. And that little wool blanket. And then a lot of these. So I need to get smalls in here, like stat. I need to fill these shelves. I am really surprised how many smalls went. But I did say a lot of them came from in here. Here's those hooks. I thought these sold. Wow. Okay. Did they get put back? It looks like they got put back. There's a new tag on the back. Oh, darn it. They're still here. All right, well, February is our sweetheart sale, so let me go put that bowl back and see what I can do. Just rearrange. I'll just rearrange and make things a little neater so that when I come in, oh, my 1099's here. They messed up my 1099 twice. So I'm waiting on that. I'm gonna just shift things around so that when I come in, I can just load up the shelves, bring a couple pieces in here. Kind of a mess in here, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should have something more substantial in here. And at the same time, I don't want to put too much in here for when I move things in March. They all gotta come up here. Everything left has got to, that's not going to the March show or Junk Bonanza, I gotta come up here. Just move these around a bit. Those out of the way. I'm gonna go figure out whose bowl that is. What's really funny to me is that there are a couple pieces that I tucked down under these shelves that are in here that had been up here for a while. They've been dug through. Like, people dug through it. Funny, because they weren't interested in when they were at eye level. What's wrong with these people? They go against all that is normal in retail. Somebody opened the stamp-a-majig. is our sweetheart sale this month. So I will be bringing in some sale items, some clearance items that I've had forever. Let's see. Let's go up there. I'm just making spaces for new, so I'm consolidating things that I got moved around. I got these. I need to be up here. I brought these in, these are new. With many hang tags on them. I'm all fancy now. Fancy like a real business. Like my other picket fence gals will walk in and I'm doing that stuff and they're like, what's wrong with you? She ain't quite right. Okay, so I just moved some stuff around in here. I know what I need to bring. I put those up there. I'm shocked that this plate is still here. Rose mulling usually does really well here. And I'm just devastated that it's still here. But I'm going to take that bench out. My little horse still in here. I'm going to try a different lampshade on this. And that's it for this one. I'm going to go next door. Well, it's been longer than I thought. There were other gals start coming in and I start talking and then I'm in trouble because I lose all track of time. But I could pop up some pictures. Let me just show you. So they moved the one booth around today that had the buffet in it because no one saw it last month. We were so dead. Even the vendor who was there, she's one of our best sellers. She was talking about being down half of what she was last year at this time. So January was just suck for everyone. It just sucked for everyone. And yeah. So it's like no one really saw it. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. It's like I'm not going to take it out when nobody's really seen it. But I am going to put a firm tag on it this time around. And I'm going to make that booth really warm looking. And then the other booth, which is just a hot mess right now. I just didn't have time for it today. I'm going to do the more garden-y things. So hopefully I can get somebody that's interested in the garden-y stuff to come in and look at that stuff. Part of me wants to just get a table, like a folding table, and stick it on that back wall and just cover it. Like a potting table. Do I have a potting table? I don't have a potting table. I once brought in a potting table, and you probably, if you've been on the channel for a while, saw it, and it was hot pink, and I put a new top on it. Yeah, that's sold. So, I mean, I've got a tabletop. I could fudge one up. Got some legs. That wouldn't take long to build. Don't jinx yourself. Oh, darn it, I was going to stop for a coffee. Shoot. And there's nowhere to turn around. You can go there, but then you got to go around the block. Like 2 blocks down and come back. I'm not going to do that. And get coffee at home. I'm going to run home. I took that blue bench out. I'm going to put a higher price tag on it instead of it's a vintage junkie because it's so cute and I can't believe it's still cute. Why is it? Oh. But I have a bunch of different table legs out there. I can make a potting table. Just bang one up real quick. I have to go out to my husband's shop and use my air nailer. Just bang, 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 bang. That sucker together. I don't know. It's a thought. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll think on that for a minute. But I have one of those edge glue tabletops. I kind of, when I have money, will buy them to have on hand because I have different sizes of edge glue tabletops that I can buy at Menards. Because you never know when you get a piece that the tabletop is just too much.
it's either all Formica and pressed plywood, and you just yank, like that last potting table was Formica and pressed plywood. So there was no rescuing that. I mean, I guess I could have painted the Formica, but who wants that? So I just put the pine, edge glue pine tabletop down, and I had another table that had this small, like plant type tabletop on it, and I stuck a base on it and made it a large table, and that sold. I got a broken table I just brought in, and it wasn't where I repaired it, so I was going, okay, I thought it was my repairs that broke, and I was really disappointed in myself. And then I brought it in last night and I started to take it apart, and I went, oh, that's not my repair, that was somebody else's repair. So I felt a little better, because I'm like, oh, okay, I can fix this better than they did. I didn't see that it was repaired. I mean, obviously it was intact, or I would have repaired it. And then whoever decided to manhandle it last month at Pickett broke it. They done broke it. So yeah, I gotta repair that. But that's why I keep those tabletops, because you never know. You'll be out and it's like, that piece is crap except for those legs, and you can put a new tabletop on it. I need to find some pieces, or make some pieces. So it's gonna be that kind of month. Make it. I'll just make it. Got all those legs. Could make it nice, make it a sofa table. I don't know, I got some thinking to do. Got some work to do, got some thinking to do. Hopefully my husband can bring the body of that damn dresser up, because that's what I'm waiting at. He keeps bringing the drawers up. I'm like, this helps me not. I wasn't really going to do much to the drawers, so I need the body of the freaking dresser. I might change the handles. The handles are really holding me back. You ever had that piece where you're like, everything on it is good, needs a little love? Those handles really suck, and they have Bakelite on them, so I didn't want to change them. And at the same time, it's not loving them. It's not working for me. Like every time I see them, it's like it's such a specific red Bakelite on it that. So anyway, I'm gonna go home and go get the kid. I decided, since I'm in Forest Lake, I would go to Vintage Junkie and bring my stuff today, because I have an hour and a half when Victoria's in archery, so I can get this done. So that's what I'm doing right now. But somebody changed the pin code on the computer, so I can only write it in the book, and then they'll have to generate the barcode for me when they figure out what the pin is, because the owner said that the other lady here has, her husband set it up. So to figure that out. Unfortunately, that took way less time than it should have, because I would have liked to help them by putting labels and everything, but I guess I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to get it locked up and go find something to do, I guess. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.